part of the fun of people coming in is exploring the store and being like, oh my gosh, every time I turn a corner, there's something new to see.
In today's Road to 1000 episode, we venture off to Mount Dora, a picturesque town known for its charm and small town feel, nestled in the heart of Central Florida. We head downtown to meet up with Beth, a local jewelry store owner in the area, to learn her story and how she services local artists and the unique pieces in her store.
Hi, I'm Beth, and I'm originally from Maryland. I've been in Florida for 17 years now, and a nurse for 15 of that. 2 years ago, I just decided I'm going to start looking for something else, and so I thought, hey, why not be an entrepreneur, have a business? And so here I am in the lovely Mount Dora. We are a consignment shop. We have 27 artists. They're all local. They all live within 45 minutes to about an hour, most of them closer than that. We have everything from housewares to jewelry to make your own cards to soap. So I feel like that's part of what makes the shop so special, is that I say we're like a craft fair, but with air conditioning. And it's always fun to see what the artists are making, and they're always bringing in new stuff. Every week they're bringing in something new, and they keep it nice and fresh.
What inspired you to open up a store in the first place?
Well, I gotta tell you, I had been a nurse, like I said, for 15 years, and one of my very good friends who I used to work with at the hospital had, the day she left, she sat me down and she said, I'm moving to Mount Dora, I bought a store. And I said, I'm gonna call you one day and we're gonna go to lunch and we're gonna talk about this store. And so that's exactly what we did. And it just so happened a week later, she texted me and she said, I think Under the Cherry Blossoms is for sale. And I used to love this store. I still have a little plaque that I bought here when I first moved here.
Oh, so you used to come here before?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
About 17 years ago, and I still have a plaque that I got here. And the owner actually gave me the plaque and then gave me a hug and made me cry.
Oh.
So it was when my dog had passed away. And so I always had like a warm place in my, in my heart for this store. And come to find out, a lot of people in this town do. And so when it came for sale, I just knew that it was, we call it, me and Lynn call it serendipity.
Yeah.
She's the previous owner, and that's what we call it, serendipity.
Mount Dora's downtown area is a popular destination for shopping and dining. Visitors can stroll the tree-lined streets and explore the many local shops and galleries. Beth's jewelry store is just one of many unique stores that make Mount Dora a special place. So what makes Mount Dora so special? Because I know it's like one of the popular places people are told to like go visit in Florida. So why is Mount Dora so special?
I think it's special because as soon as you get out of your car and start walking the streets, you feel this energy in the place. Kind of like we had to kind of walk around to find someplace quiet, and it's still not quiet.
Exactly.
There's people all around,
Yeah.
all times of the day and night. Well, not too late.
Yeah.
It's not a real big party city,
Yeah.
but restaurants, you can walk to anywhere you want to go. We have some really good restaurants.
Okay.
All the stores are really cute, and it's just a really good day trip.
The jewelry business is a competitive industry, but Beth has found success by focusing on the unique and personal touch that local artists can bring. So what made you decide to go with local artists as opposed to bigger name brands or other companies?
Well, honestly, I always wanted to do something that brought community together, and I always thought like something that was also affordable for, families and people, and I always wanted like a little thrift shop. So when this shop came available, it was absolutely perfect. Like I couldn't have asked for more of, that's exactly what I would want.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit of, it's kind of like a little bit of a consignment with antiques, but also supporting the community. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't get any better than that to me.
I can imagine like having local artists, it kind of keeps you rooted a little bit in the community because it's like people you can actually see, know who you're helping, who you're supporting.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. You're not ordering it from, a third person. You're
Yeah.
ordering it. They're actually bringing it in, and you're seeing them face to face.
Yeah.
So they're coming in, probably once a week, restocking their stuff, keeping in contact. I feel like we're always in contact.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's been really an adventure. What we try to do is group everything. All the artists have their own little spaces. So right here we have Maria, who's one of our very talented artists, who does all hand painting. And
So all of this is hand painted.
yes, everything's hand painted. She does like little bottles that light up. These are one of her biggest sellers. She actually took a calligraphy class, and then has old hymnals, and then actually paints over top of them. People love them. She can't keep those on the shelf.
How do you decide on like what artists you want to pick? Like, how do you decide on like this works for my store, this doesn't work for my store?
Well, and we've had to have some of those discussions with the artists. There's people that are in here that were maybe, if something's not selling, we might have to have that talk with them. And we meet with them maybe once a year and let them know, hey, this you're doing a fabulous on. This is really selling, flying off the shelves.
Yeah,
This
not so much.
not flying off the shelves so much. So let's either kick it up a notch. What can you do to make it better? And I think just keeping in close contact with all of them. I mean, I talk to all of them at least once a week. I'm talking, so I'm on the phone pretty much all the time.
How are you able to do that though? Like, because I know it's not easy to talk to someone and tell them, like, especially artists, like, hey, your stuff isn't, working. Right. So how have you figured out a way to do that?
Well, the good thing is I have a husband who is not as he's a little more straightforward than me.
Yeah.
And so he'll sometimes, because he helped me with buying the business, and he does a lot of the background work with the advertising and everything.
Okay.
So he's pretty good about wording things in a pretty straightwought kind of way, whereas I might beat around the bush a little few times, you know. But yeah, he's pretty good at that, and I wouldn't say good at it, but effective.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah. So that's been probably a big challenge, and just learning everybody's personality. When you're taking over a business that they know the same owner for 13 years, I believe she did it.
Oh wow, okay.
That's really tough to come in, and some people like change, some people don't.
Right.
Supporting local artists not only helps the artists themselves, but it also helps to build a strong and vibrant community. What do you love most about owning your boutique here in Mount Dora?
I think what I like the most is seeing the community and being out there. When you're a nurse and you're working in the hospital, you're working with the community, but you're working with sick people, you're working with mentally ill people.
Yeah.
This is, people are coming in on their best days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing, hardly anything negative.
Yeah.
Every day is like a rainbow.
That's good.
And sunshine.
Yeah. Rainbows and sunshine. Can't go wrong with that.
That's right.
But Beth isn't just supporting local artists, but she's also supporting young entrepreneurs.
We've got Wayne. He's 13. He does all of these little earrings, little mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
We've got Bailey, who does all of our hand crochet, but we only have one little one left, because as soon as she makes them, they're sold out.
I can see that.
We have one that does, a 16-year-old that does all the little beaded bracelets.
I think it's cool that you kind of like are inspiring the young generation as well to,
Yes,
get their art out there.
Exactly. And it's fun because they can actually, they still get their own little website that we send it to, and they can check all of their sales.
Oh, wow, okay. So they kind of...
They keep up, and they know what they've sold, and they know what they need to bring in.
Yeah, so you're making them into true entrepreneurs.
That's right.
Mount Dora has a rich history, dating back to the 1800s. In the early 1900s, it became a popular destination for winter tourists who would escape the cold weather up north to enjoy the mild Florida climate. What advice would you give yourself when you first opened your business that you wish you would have known at that time?
I think I would, kind of what I said before, maybe not to sweat the small stuff in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be what it's going to be. If you just do your best and work your hardest.
Yeah.
Because not every day is going to be wonderful.
Yeah.
Some days you might question, what did I do?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that would be the biggest, and for anybody else that's thinking about opening a business.
Yeah.
You're going to have a lot of long, long days. And then you're going to have some days where you're off and the rest of the world's working because you have somebody that might be able to work in the store for you.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to know that the give and take is there.
Yeah.
So I think that's, one thing you got to look at.
Yeah. Speak to like the level of hard work and consistency that it takes to run a boutique, to run a store.
It's a lot of work that you don't see. There's a lot of ordering. There's a lot of inventory. And I think people think, oh, well, at 5 o'clock, you're just done for the night.
Yeah.
There's so much more work to do at home. And a lot of it has to be done at home because if you're here at the boutique during the day, you're not getting a lot of stuff done. So you have to go home that night and do it. But if you really like it, and you are looking forward to going in there, it makes it worth it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
It's not too bad.
No, sit outside on the back porch.
Yeah.
Enjoy the air. Get your computer out.
Yeah.
work away.
Speaking of history, one item you wouldn't expect to be a bestseller in today's technological world is a surprising staple piece in Beth's store.
We have a local photographer too that does beautiful photography, and some of her postcards. People come in looking specifically for postcards.
Wow.
We sell a lot of postcards.
That's really interesting.
And sometimes I even give them a postcard stamp. I keep those on the side. And, you know.
That's
How many people are still buying postcards?
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
That's very interesting.
That's
very interesting. I wouldn't think that either, because especially with the day of technology, like everyone seems like, oh, DM you or message you or, but a postcard goes a long way. The jewelry industry has also had to adapt to changing consumer preferences, with more and more people looking for sustainable and ethically sourced materials.
A lot of the artists take recycled things and make something new, make something beautiful. Karen here, she makes everything out of recycled maps because people don't really use maps anymore.
Right.
So she takes maps and she recycles everything. And it makes little souvenirs.
What's the most unusual material that you've seen someone make some type of artwork out of, whether it's jewelry or any other product?
I would say, with Lori's, because she does, she takes tiny little watch parts and she's got those great big magnifiers. She has to take apart the watches.
Okay.
Then she has to place them in these little tiny pieces of, she uses keys or hearts and then fills them in with a resin.
Okay.
And then she's just started making these big clocks, and they're all made with little tiny watch parts.
Wow. Okay.
So you've got a working clock with all these little watch parts.
Yeah.
But those are a real big seller, all of her steampunk jewelry.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And that's pretty unique. And then, of course, on our ceiling, that we've got, I think there's about 10,000 positive messages written on there. Every single one has a positive handwritten message.
So I love to ask people this one question, which is, what is a fun fact about yourself that you would want to share with people?
A fun fact. I don't know how fun it is. I've been vegan for 17 years.
Vegan, wow. Talk a little bit
And
about
always
that.
have been into against any kind of animal cruelty. That's why I am. Always will be. That's a fun fact.
Yeah.
Played the trumpet at the Statue of Liberty.
Really? Is there a story to that?
I played the trumpet. I started when I was in 4th grade, and I hated it. My parents would make me practice every night. Oh boy, I didn't like that at all.
Really?
But I was first chair when I was in high school, so we got to play the Statue of Liberty. I've gotten to play taps at a military funeral.
Oh wow.
So
okay.
that probably is what gave me, less anxiety about being on stage, I guess. I don't know.
So is there any final words that you'd want to share? Anything you want people to know?
I would say come on down to Mount Dora, 443 North Donnelly Street, and see us. Mount Dora, there's always something to do, and we like to support all of the local stores. I'd love to give a shout out, say, I saw this video and I wanted to say hi, and you support 2 people.
Thanks for joining us on our journey through the world of jewelry and the charming town of Mount Dora with Beth. If you're ever in the Mount Dora area, be sure to stop by Beth's store under the cherry blossoms for your latest jewelry and homemade goods. Not only will you be adding to your jewelry collection, but you will be supporting the local artists in the area, and that is a win-win. This is the Road to 1,000 with 995 more to go. Thanks for watching our latest Road to 1,000 episode. We are looking for more women to interview, so if you know anybody whose story is worth telling, be sure to contact us with the info. Until next time, be sure to like this video and share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more explorations, discoveries, and truths. Thanks again for watching. My name is Whitney, and I'm out.
My favorite are the young guys that come in and they do have no clue.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, I don't know. I think she might like, and I can help them pick out something.
Yeah.
You know how many guys I've helped pick out a present?
Really?
That's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you almost have a little dating service thing you can do.
Exactly.
Help you find your perfect gifts for your
We
special
will.
one.
Well, one we sell Harmony Kingdom, which is they're handmade in the UK. It's the only thing that we sell that's not local,
Okay.
but they are handmade. And he was only about probably 19, maybe 20, and he bought they're little boxes that open up.
Oh,
and
wow,
he
okay.
bought one, and he spent so long looking, and I thought, this 19-year-old kid's not going to spend $100 on these little figurines. He ended up getting one for he was going to propose to his girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
So he was going to put the ring in the little
Inside of
box.
it.
So you never know.
Yeah.
Somebody walks in, you think, well, they're not going to buy. Oh, yeah. You'd
Yeah.
be surprised what some people, and then some people come in and you think, oh, they're going to shop.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't buy anything.